Today's vehicle on the summer sales is the Alpine Tiger. This is very interesting. Make sure you click on Mission of the Day. This is a really interesting offer. At one time, the WZ-111 was definitely one of the best tanks in the game, but a lot of the vehicles have been buffed. The cost is 11,300 gold. I believe it's a Chinese tank. No radio operator with a crew of 4. The penetration is low. It's 186, and the gold rounds is 250, and 250 is okay for gold rounds. 61 for HE is a little bit above the average. The 186 puts it at a low penetration. So that's one of the issues you're going to have with this vehicle is low penetration. But when you eyeball the armor looks really good. And the top speed is 50. So we're going to add this to comparison. So as I can say right now, this is going to be more of a well-armored vehicle, and you don't need to be hull down. Because I have almost every premium vehicle in the game, we're going to look at the Defender. Now remember, the Defender used to be a very overpowered vehicle, but now that there's so many similar vehicles, it isn't so much anymore. And also, we're going to compare it to the WZ-111. One of the things that's good about these vehicles is that there's a lot of them in the tech tree. So if you like that style of vehicle, you have a lot of choices. As you can see, the penetration is 186, which puts it with the IS-6, 112, and WZ-111. Some of them have that penetration because they have premium matchmaking and they don't play against Tier 10 vehicles. The 220s and the 225 is average, but it's a little bit of a high average with the Defender at 225. All the hit points are about the same, around 1,500. You can see with the armor is about the same on all of these vehicles, with the Defender having the strongest armor as 250 compared to 230. So I would say the Defender right now is the clear winner in terms of the single-shot tanks. And the 112 in terms of armor is also doing pretty good, but the Defender has the better penetration. In terms of speed, it is the fastest of the vehicles that I've chosen, and the Defender is one of the slower ones. Haven't played the Alpine Tiger. I played all the others. I'm going to tell you, the 703-122 is totally worth it. I would definitely get it. It's a lot more fun to play along with the IS-3A. A lot of people have the IS-6, and many years ago, 7 years ago, it was a good tank, but now it's just kind of an average, nothing special tank, even though they've been buffing them, and they had to buff the 112. WZ-111 used to be probably the best in its tier, but now not so much. I would say get the 703-2, the IS-3A, the Defender. Only get the Alpine Tiger if you want the Chinese premium. We're going to look at the tech tree. We're going to look to see what you get in China. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit Russia. You get the 110, WZ-111 1.4, WZ-111 5A, and keep in mind the 113 is probably one of the collector's vehicles. You're going to find a lot of these vehicles in the Russian line, which includes the IS-22, which is a double-barrel vehicle, the IS-32. You might want to, go for the double barrel if you want to put money, because remember, you can buy these tanks. You can pay using the free EXP to get these tanks. You put that EXP towards this. You use the Convert Combat Experience. You see, I've already converted all of mine. I've only got a small amount to convert, which is absolutely from Steel Hunter. I'm going to convert it. See, it went up by 3,000. If you want to put cash down on a tank, go for these double-barrel vehicles. I would say, or the Defender, the IS, the 703, etc. There is another style of vehicle, for example, this 50 TP, which is a little bit similar. You might want to consider that too. There are so many great heavy tanks, premium. You know, the Mutant is really good. This is an interesting, fun tank to play. You just got to learn to protect your sides. I like the super heavies. I like this vehicle. This used to be an overpowered tank. It's still pretty good. I get good games with the E75 TS. You've got an autoloader here you might want to take a look at, which was available a few days ago. And that's about it. Those are the highlights. And the Bazante is really not that special. I would definitely consider an Emil, even though it's a cross between medium and heavy tank. So the Alpine Tiger is kind of mediocre. It's kind of in the middle. It's not a clear winner. And only get it if you really want every tank or if you really want the Chinese vehicles. Hey, 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 if you have any other questions or comments, please post below. Franks and Beans!